Want to welcome everybody to the My Practice, My Business podcast. Today's topic is the crowdsourcing patient. Everybody wants to go out on social media and talk about treatment plans and, diss everyone. But when we increase clarity, confidence, and connection before the patient leaves our office, that need to crowdsource just seems to disappear. And we begin our podcast right there.
Welcome, all of you fantastic dental podcast listeners, to the My Practice, My Business Dental Podcast Show, where we help dentists profit and thrive with excerpts from the clinical business of dentistry training here at My Practice, My Business. We'll be addressing and answering questions with current trends dentists and their teams face each and every day in their pursuit of this wonderful career we call dentistry. And now the host of our show, the clinical director and president at My Practice, My Business, Dr. Rob Thorup.
This crowdsourcing thing comes in many different avenues. We see it, Tracy and I see it all the time when we're looking at dental networking groups, both here locally and throughout the nation. Oftentimes we see people that will, talk about a treatment plan that, oh my gosh, they're charging for this and they're charging for that, and I can't believe they're doing it. And then some people say, oh yeah, that can be done because the laws that we have in the state, but we don't do that, or we think that's unethical. And what they don't understand is it's actually in their insurance contracts. And it's a way that the insurance companies actually built into the contract so you could offset the losses you take by being a PPO provider. But you've heard me talk about that, offering value-added service. So many people just don't know what they don't know. They don't run the business how they should, and they don't offer choice to their patients like they should. But we'll get into that maybe a little bit more later. But more importantly, this crowdsourcing is interesting to me. You won't completely eliminate this behavior, but you can dramatically reduce it by controlling when, how, and why patients feel the need to shop your treatment plan. Okay? Right now, when patients go to Facebook groups or anywhere else, it's usually because one of three things. This is what we are seeing. One, they don't fully understand the value of what you're recommending. Two, they don't trust the financial side of it yet. And three, they're trying to reduce perceived risk by crowdsourcing opinions. Sound familiar? So if you solve those three, the behavior drops really, really fast. And here's how to do it in a practical, in-office way. Number one, close the understanding gap before they leave. What do I mean? Well, patients compare when they feel uncertain. Instead of just presenting a treatment plan, walk them through it. Teach them what is happening in their mouth. And you do that in the operatory. Hopefully you guys have intraoral cameras and you're showing the patients their conditions. If you have AI, we use Pearl AI. And by the way, when I drop names, my podcast isn't monetized. So when I drop names, because I'm actually using these technologies and they work and work well. So explain to them what's going on. And then what happens if they do nothing? That's a really important one. And why this specific treatment is recommended versus alternatives. And then anchor it with something simple like, if you were my family member, this is exactly what I'd recommend and why. Not your, ex-mother-in-law or ex-spouse. I'm joking, okay? So you know that, no, I take care of everybody equally, all right? That was a joke. Don't quote me. And that one line, though, it reduces outside validation seeking more than anything else that I've seen. If this were in my mouth, this is what I would do. And then again, use intraoral photos and charge for them. Oh, what a concept. And show AI with the x-rays and their conditions. So when we use Pearl, it highlights it. And a lot of people say, well, AI is not exactly accurate. And I'll tell you right now that the more we use Pearl, the more it learns what we're looking at, and it becomes intuitive, and it's more correct ever than it is incorrect. So that's kind of fun. But keep explanations simple and visual. Speak in patient speak, not clinical. and use educational documents. That's why our system, My Dental Docs, is the most powerful educational system out there. You've got to use something that they can take home and explain it to the financial decision maker in the home, or something that they can take home and Google. Very simple. Now, second one, control the narrative before Facebook does. If you don't explain it clearly, Facebook's going to do it poorly. I promise you that. And especially other people's opinions who don't know what they don't know, which there's a lot of people out there like that. So right before they leave, say, hey, you'll probably see a lot of opinions online about dentistry. Just know that every case is different, and what we recommend is based on your specific condition, not general opinion. I'll say that to new patients, but my existing patients already know how they're treated in our office, and they love us, and they love how they're treated. And they love that we give them options and let it be their choice. But when you tell them, you plant that seed that, that people are going to recommend stuff, but they don't know your specifics. That literally plants the seed that online advice is going to be generic and their situation is individualized. Everybody's situation is different. And now when they post, they're already skeptical of responses. 3, build financial clarity. And this is the huge one. This is where it always gets wiped out here. A lot of Facebook shopping is actually price anxiety disguised as curiosity. Some people just want price points, right? So you want a zero ambiguity when they leave. Give a clear total fee, clear insurance estimates, clear patient portions, and clear payment options. And dare I say, clear and specific technology, medications, materials, products, definitions, and what their choice is. This is exactly why in the state of Utah, we passed a law that insurance companies can't force us to send in our fee-for-service fees, or what they call UCRs now. We actually send in our contracted fees. Why? Because our treatment plans are extremely accurate, and we catch them sometimes lowering fees, and they have to pay us more because we catch them. It also prevents fraud. Why? Because you know exactly what you should be collecting. It's right there. You give a treatment plan, and, well, let me put it this way. Our AR is a page and a half long any day of any month. And usually it's not even a page and a half. It's less. Why? Because we're collecting from the patient their copay, and we're deadly accurate. We don't have to chase them after money. So then say, we've already verified your benefits and built this specifically for you, so there aren't any surprises. If they say, oh, no, my insurance is going to cover more. No, you say, no, actually, we have your insurance contracted fees right in our system. Our system is super accurate on your copay. And what if they pay a little bit more? Then you tell them, hey, I beat up your insurance and got them to pay more, and you get a refund. You see, confidence reduces shopping. And hooking your patient's fee schedules to their chart, that enables clear and concise treatment plan estimates. And I can teach that all day, every day. Number 4, offer structured alternatives yourself. If you don't give options, they'll go find them. Instead of one plan, present ideal treatment, or MEPAT choice is what I call. So when I say instead of one plan, you're not presenting multiple plans. No, don't do that. Present either a MEPAT choice or a LEPAT choice. But we present MEPAT. I tell the patient, I'm going to treatment plan you for the best products, materials, technology we have to offer. Your insurance company reimburses for what is known as LEPAT, least expensive professionally accepted treatment. MEPAT's more expensive professionally accepted treatment. Or you can use the phrase patient preferred professionally accepted treatment. Okay? Don't phase treatment. That leads to misunderstandings with price and procedure. And that's where problems happen. And then say, there are always different ways to approach this. These are the ones I'm comfortable recommending. This is going to be best for your situation. Now, they don't need Facebook to discover alternatives. Now, when I say phase, a lot of people freak out. Yeah, but Rob, what about implants? Well, let me tell you, you're going to place the implant. Maybe you're going to extract in bone aug. Then you're going to let it heal up for 4 months. Then you're going to place the implant. Then you're going to let that heal up for 4 to 6 months. that phasing is treatment phasing, not financial phasing. Have the patient pay for the entire treatment up front. Then it commits them to the treatment. And according to our medical malpractice insurance carrier, it actually prevents problems. And I have seen the problems that it creates if you don't do it that way. We work well with Professional Insurance Exchange, our medical malpractice insurance carrier here in Utah, which are fantastic. They're actually multi-state wide. So if you're shopping, you should consider looking at them. Again, name dropping, we're not monetized. We don't get paid for that. They're just a great company to work with. So the fifth one is create gentle urgency and ownership. What do I mean? People shop more when there's no timeline. Add context like, hey, this is stable right now, but once it progresses, your options become more limited and more expensive. Or we can reserve time for you this month while it's still straightforward. You're not pressuring them when you say statements like that. You're giving them decision context. I just had my office manager, I don't know how many years Debbie worked for me, but just saw her the other day. She came in for exam and cleaning. She's retired, her husband's retired, and I just live my life vicariously through them. But here's what's fun. She used to, her statement and how she would say it was so mother-like. It was so funny. It was like, I just want you to know that it's a filling right now, but fillings grow up to be root canals and crowns. So let's take care of it now. Or, we can do the root canal and crown now, but just know that root canals left untreated grow up to be extractions and more expensive. I loved her statements. Create that gentle urgency. She did a masterful job of it. Number 6, strengthen the doctor-patient relationship. People don't crowdsource decisions when they trust their provider. So simple shifts are like this. Sit at eye level. Don't come from a power of authority. Don't stand over them. Treat them as your equal. Use their name. It's like, I like using my patients' names because then I actually memorize them. Okay. And ask what concerns them about anything. Do you have any questions? Ask now. And then my favorite is, I always tell them, if you have questions, please just call. All of our patients know that they can just call me. If they have questions, I'm there for them all the time. When a patient feels heard, they don't go looking for validation elsewhere. And remember, soft sell needed treatment. No one likes pressure decisions. I hate interrogation rooms or treatment plan rooms. You go in, close the door, good grief. We treatment plan in the operatory. We take them up to the front. In our office, we have one side of our front desk areas where we present treatment just so that we, keep HIPAA in mind and other people can hear it over in the reception area. 7, pre-frame second opinions the right way. You don't want to block second opinions. I love second opinions, but you can guide them. Tell them this. If you ever want a second opinion, I completely support that. Just make sure they're looking at the same records that I am using here and that they have the same training and they have the same technology and skill set that we have here in our office. And this way you're going to get an accurate comparison. That's what I say to them. That shows confidence. It sets a standard in your office and it reduces those random Facebook advice values, okay? Number 8, tighten your handoff process. This is where we see problems all the time. The biggest drop-off happens between the exam, the doctor, to the front office, and then the patient leaving. Make sure the team repeats the value and the why they need the treatment and the why you recommend the products and materials, medications, technology for their needed oral health care, not just the price point. You don't want to just point out the features. You want to point out the benefits of what they're receiving too. And that confirms understanding. I like using feel, felt, and found. I know how you feel about the price of stuff. I felt the same way in medical and other things that we have to purchase, but I found that if I put stuff off, it only gets worse, gets more expensive. And if you put off infection in your gum tissue, that just continues to work your immune system over time. It affects your heart, liver, kidneys, lung tissue, brain tissue. Just things like that, Hey, this filling's large. I recommend a crown on it. If you want me to try and do a filling, I can, but a crown's going to be your best option. And here's why. And you show them pictures, that reinforces next steps. Bad handoffs, and that happens in the operatory. And then I tell them, when you go up front, you're going to get a treatment plan, and I'm going to treatment plan you for the best way I would fix this problem. And if you need to cut costs, let us know. We treatment plan you for the best. Your insurance reimburses us for the least expensive, professionally accepted treatment, but they also give you a choice. So if you need to cut costs, you can. We're here to serve you. Boom. And we mean that. We mean that. That's something we train on. We train on soft selling at My Practice, My Business. We train on handing off the patient correctly. Those are important steps. Number 9, build authority outside the operatory. If patients already see you as the expert, they don't ask strangers. And you reinforce it again with educational documents, which we use My Dental Docs. Google reviews are great that mention trust and outcomes, and confident and competent team members, office protocols, that follow-up. When patients Google you, they should feel like, I don't need Facebook for this office. This office is, wonderful. Why would I even ask somebody else? And then especially how they're treated by your other team members. Docs, you've got to be the leader. You've got to role play how patients are communicated with and how they're talked to. So when patients Google you, they should feel like, yeah, this is the place to be. Number 10, sorry, I'm losing my voice here. I normally cut and splice that out, but I just want you guys to know I'm alive and well. Number 10, accept that some patients will always shop, no matter what you do. And that's okay. For me, I don't care to have shoppers. If they want to stay with me, great. If they want to go somewhere else, please. I'd rather you be happy I'd rather you go somewhere else and be happy than stay with me and be miserable. That's a statement that I use from time to time. In fact, I dismissed a $20,000 case because the patient was rude to my team member, and it's always a fight. So I'm like, please go somewhere else and be happy. And those patients are typically price-driven. They're not value-driven. They have high friction, long-term, like the patient I dismissed. I don't want that friction. And they're more likely to question everything. And sometimes, I love questions. Oh, I love questions because I love teaching. But I don't like the annoying ones, okay? and there's a difference, and all of you know what I'm talking about. So it's often better to let them just self-select out. So those are my top 10 answers to the crowdsourcing patient. You may have some others, but I'll tell you, it's just getting more and more fun with social media, isn't it? So do your best, and those people out there that might leave you a bad review, wear it with a badge of honor, and don't respond to them. That puts it back into the top of the Google search. Just let it go, and love the patients that love you, and thank them for great Google reviews. Those are the ones you want to keep. Hope this has been helpful. Thanks for listening. Until next time, have a great day.
Thank you for being with us today. Since 2006, My Practice, My Business has been teaching dentists and their teams business skills, dental insurance contractual protocols, and state laws governing how to profitably bill patients fairly for the need-based services they provide. What's more, we guarantee our training, unlike other dental consulting companies in the industry. Simply stated, if you don't increase your net revenue, we don't get paid. We call it dental consulting the way it should be. We believe there has never been a more important time than now for dentists to experience and implement our key methods, knowledge, and business training within their dental practices. To learn more about our guaranteed, no-risk clinical business of dentistry training that is changing dental practices for the better, just go to our website, mypracticemybusiness.com, and surf our pages for additional information about our company and the services we provide. When you're ready, give us a call and get scheduled for the most profitable dental business training that you will ever experience. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a 5-star review. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us. Thank you again and have a fantastic day.